Hi guys, this is Sarita. So today I have back with a new topic called as is weights. So we having the different types of weights in Java. So what we have used in the Java, we have used a thread dot wait. So thread dot wait, what it will do means it will wait for whatever the time I have given. It is going to be wait before I'm going to be using for a particular element in the previous program. If I want to use here, I'm going to be using thread dot sleep. So what it will do, it will wait for 2 minutes whatever the specified time after logging to this browser. It is going to be waiting for 2 minutes. It is going to be waiting for the 2 minutes, but I want to use the selenium weights. So to use the selenium weights, I'm going to be using synchronization weights. So what it will do means it will match the speed with the speed of the applications. It is called as a synchronization. What is mean by synchronization? Which match with the speed of the application. So I'm having the applications, I want to match it with that particular speed, so I can use this weights. So in selenium we having the different types of weights here. In selenium we can say that we having the two types of weights. Basically two types of weights which is going to uh, wait for a particular element in the web page. So what element it is going to be wait? So suppose when I'm want to run any program, so I'm getting that timeout issue I'm getting. So I'm going to use this one. Whenever I want to log in into a particular application, I will create a new program for waiting for a web element. So I want to create the testng program. So now we are going to be using testng program. We having in Selenium, we having two types of weights. One is the implicit weight. So implicit weight specify the amount of the time which we are trying to find the locator. Before throwing the error, no such error exceptions. Whenever I am trying to search a element, that element is not visible in the DOM, but it is searching for that element. So at that time what happened means it will throw an exception, no such error exception it is going to be throwing. So to avoid these types of exceptions, basically in the last classes we have used a thread.slip, but we can use the selenium commands which is called as the implicit wait. So I can use the implicit wait method. So I want to use before test and after test methods I want to use. If you want to use before method, after method, you can use it. So here what I want to do, I want to wait for a particular element. So before method, I want to set up browser. I want to set up the browser. I want to declare static web driver I'm going to be using. So I want to log into my Gmail applications. Once I have login, I want to create a login method. I want to login method. Here I want to close the browser. I want to close the browser. Driver.close. So this one I have set up the before method. What I want to do before logging to my Gmail applications. What I want to do after logging to my Gmail applications. So I have set up here. So I want to log into my Gmail application. So basically I will log out. I'm signing out. I want to log in with other accounts. So I want to log in here. So I want to enter here. So here I'm having the ID. I'm taking the ID. So here what I want to do, driver dot find element by dot ID dot send key. I'm passing Sarita. I have created one mail. Next one, what I want to do, I want to click on next. So next I'm not having anything. So what I will do, I will take the XPath. Span of text I will take. So driver dot find element by dot XPath. I want to click here. Next, once I have entered, enter this one. I have clicked on here. Next, I want to enter the password. Here we having class which we can't able to use. We don't have ID, so I'm having the name. So driver dot find by dot name. I want to send the name password. 2 3 I have given. First, I will check this one. I will run this one without using any weights. So it has failed. Why? Because it needs some time to load that particular application. So it is not waiting to load after clicking. If I go back, after clicking on next, it is taking some time to load it. So this loading time, I'm not able to telling my browser to wait for a particular given time. So to give that wait, what I have used, thread dot sleep. So after clicking, I can use here thread dot sleep. So if you check here, I thought that it is failing here. So I have given thread dot sleep here. So I have given here thread dot sleep. So I will run this one. Before clicking on next only, it is taking time. So I have to check and have to give this thread dot sleep on this top also. Now it was passed. So every time I have to check. So here I'm having the 4 conditions. Here I'm having the 2 conditions so that I can know that where I have to use the weights, So if I want to wait for a particular given time, I can use the implicit wait to avoid the no such error exception. In the previously we got the no such error exceptions. So we can wait for the element. Basically, why we need weights? So basically to use the dynamicals content handling. So some elements is after loading only it is element is visible in the web page. After loading all the elements, then only that elements is going to be available. Before loading, it is not going to be available. To reduce uh, uh, reducing the failures for that one, to improve the test reliability, error handling, performance issues. Performance issues also it can be solved by the weights. So here we having the implicit weight. So how to use that implicit weight? So after launching my browser, I want to use driver dot manage. I want to manage what I want to manage the time. So timeout units implicitly I want to handle it implicitly. Uh, Implicitly I want to handle. So how much time I want to handle? 10 seconds. So implicitly timeout units dot, I can use seconds, hours, minutes, microseconds, milliseconds, minutes, nanoseconds. I can use anything. So basically we are going to be using in the seconds only. Why? Because we want to wait for the element per uh, web pages. How much time it is going to be taking? It is not going to be taking much more than uh, 10 to 15 minutes time. So that's why I want to wait for seconds only. If you want to wait for the 30 seconds also, you can wait for the 30 seconds also. So we want to wait this one. So I have implemented this one, I have commented this one. I will run this test case. So my test case has been passed. So previously it was failed, so that's why I have implemented the thread.sleep. So I can wait. So implicit waits tells the WebDriver to wait for the certain amount of the time. So what amount of the time it is going to be waiting for the 10 seconds? For example, I have defined 10 seconds. So this element is going to be find. I can say that it is a global wait. Implicit wait is going to be known as a global setting, global wait. So global wait for all the web element in the particular script, which in this particular script, how many web elements? 1, 2, 3 web elements I'm having. So it is going to be waiting for all these 3 web elements. Suppose if I'm having 10 web elements, it is going to be waiting all the 10 elements. Whatever the elements I have captured from the web pages, in web pages I'm having 1000 elements, but I have captured 10 elements. So for all the 10 elements, it is going to be waiting whatever the time I have specified. So here, suppose for this element, I need 3 seconds. For this elements, I need 5 seconds. For this elements, I need 2 seconds. So what it will do for this element, whenever I'm searching for that element, the element was found in the 2 seconds only. Remaining 8 seconds, it will leave that time and uh, it will search for the next element. It will enter and it will go to the next element. The next element is taking the 5 seconds, so it will wait for the 5 seconds. Once the element is visible, it will perform that actions and it will move to the next element. So here implicit wait will remain for the certain entire duration which the browser is open. So whatever the browser is going to be open, it is going to be waiting. Once the browser has opened, it is going to be waiting whatever the specific time of elements is visible. So this is known as a implicit wait. So we having another wait called as a explicit wait. So in explicit wait, we having two types of wait: WebDriver wait and Fluent wait. So first one, what is the WebDriver wait means? WebDriver, sorry, WebDriver wait. So before going to wait, so what explicit wait will do means, it is a synchronization mechanism which allows the WebDriver to wait based on the conditions. So previously what implicit wait has did, it is going to be wait to all the web elements in the particular web page. So here we can specify the conditions to occur before proceeding with the next step. So after entering the username, I want to wait until it click on the next button. I have to wait until it is going to be clicking on the next button. I have to wait it. So that type of conditions I can use it. So here in conditions we can use n number of conditions. I can show you in the Google. So in explicitly wait we having the conditions like uh, based on the condition alert is present, wait until the alert is present, wait until the selected state to be clickable or until the XPath is visible, element to be clickable, wait until the element to be clickable, wait until element is selected, wait until the frame is visible or frame is switched, wait until invisibility of that element locator, visibility of that element locator, presenting of all the element by locator, by XPath or by ID, we can find it, the present of element locator, text to be presented in that element. Sometimes the text is going to be appear once we have clicked on that one, or sometimes whenever we are entering username password, then only it is going to be visible in the next button. For example, here it is visible. Sometimes after entering only the next button will be visible for Facebook, I think. After entering only that button will be visible in some applications. So you have to, as per your applications, you have to check which one is which method you have to use it, you have to use that method. So here we having get title, get contains, visibility of that element is located. So we can use WebDriver wait for this element. So how to write the WebDriver wait means to be in this one only I'm going to be using wait. So for this one, I'm going to be using public WebDriver wait. So Selenium support WebDriver wait. I'm going to be creating the object for this one. So I want to wait until this element to be clickable. So for that one, what I want to do, as per my requirement, I want to wait. So wait equals to new WebDriver wait driver duration duration of seconds. I want to wait duration of seconds, 10 seconds or 30 seconds, whatever the duration you want to wait, you can wait a duration. Wait until until based on the conditions. So what conditions you want to wait based on expected expected conditions. So what conditions you want to wait? Expected condition like until visibility. So see here, visibility of that element I have to wait uh, until that element is visible, until that element, sometimes the element wait until the element is invisible, afterwards only I have to perform the actions. So I want to wait until the visibility of element. So which element I want to wait it, or visibility of element locator I will write it, visibility of element locator by I want to write it. So which locator I want to wait, I want to wait this element locator. So I want to wait until this element is visible. So once it is visible, what I want to do, I want to perform the action. Afterwards, it is going to be waiting until this element is visible. I want to close. Okay. So I want to wait until this element is visible. Then it has to click on that element. So it is going to be clicking on that element. So I can use until that element is located. You can wait it. So then it was clicked. So you can write. Here you can write whatever the you need. You can write the conditions. Conditions you can use. So we can use the fluent wait also. So fluent wait, how we are going to be using means. So it is also when wherever you need, you can use the weights. There is no need that you have to use um, implicit weight only. You have to use only explicit weight based on your condition. uh, you can use both the weights also. Sometimes what happens, why we have to use both the weights means, sometimes what happens means in the explicit weight, for example, in the explicit weight I have given 10 seconds, but that element is for only particular this next button element, it is taking more than 20 seconds. So at that time what happened here, that element is not able to visible. So at that time I can use explicit wait. So based on my condition, until that element is loaded or until that element is visible, until that element is clickable, based on my conditions, based on my requirement, I can use it. So we can use this one. So I can use fluent wait also. So for fluent wait, here I have used WebDriver wait. So I will write another program. So here I have used this site gmail.com. I want to use it. So what I want to do, I want to wait for the fluent wait. So WebDriver wait equals to new fluent wait. This is a syntax WebDriver dot timeout units duration, whatever the duration you want to give, you can give that duration. So basically what duration I want to give, what is the fluent wait will do means, suppose the fluent wait, what it will do means, I have given 10 seconds, so that it is going to be throwing the error. So fluent wait will mark the maximum amount of the time for the selection, for selecting the web element. Suppose what happened in the explicit wait, if I have given 10 seconds, it will wait for the 10 seconds. Suppose the element was found in the 10 seconds, but what element was found in the 3 seconds, for example, sorry. And then it will wait whatever the amount of the time I have given, it will wait that particular amount of the time, and then it will click that element. So whatever the actions I want to perform, it will perform those actions on that particular element. But sometimes what happened, whatever the time I have given, it is not sufficient. I need more time. Sometimes what happens, sometimes it will take, it is going to be clicking in the 3 seconds, sometimes it is going to be clicking in 5 seconds, and so sometimes it is going to be clicking on 30 seconds. So I'm not sure that how much time it is going to be taken. At that time I can use this syntax. So WebDriver wait equals to new fluent wait time units duration, whatever I have given the default time as a 40 seconds. So in this 40 seconds I have given the pooling time every 5 seconds or 3 seconds. So what it will do means it will search for that element. First it will take the 5 seconds as a minimum time. So it will search that element. If the element was not found in the 5 seconds, what it will do, it will minus again how much time we having, 35 seconds time we having. In 35 seconds it will take another 5 seconds and it will search that element. If that element was found, then it will ignore the remaining time. If that element was not found, what it will do means it will take another 5 seconds. So we having again 30 minutes we having. So in 30 minutes it will take another 5 minutes and it will continue the process. So this process will be continue whatever the specified interval times it require, it will take it. So Fluent Wait will look for the web element repeatedly in a regular period of interval until it happened or until that object is found. So Fluent Wait is most useful whenever we are interacting with the web elements that is taking longer time to load. Sometimes it basically this is going to be happened whenever we are using the Ajax applications. The web page is going to be designed in the Ajax. So at that time what happened means it will take lot of time. Ajax means what means, suppose in Google I'm typing selenium. So some here, if I want to type selenium, first time it is giving the selenium WebDriver, it is giving the suggestion, but I want to type selenium ID. So every time the data is going to be changing based on the search items. This is nothing but Ajax control. So Fluent wait is possible to set the default pooling time as per the requirement. So as per the requirement, it is going to be, suppose if I want to make it as a 5 seconds, I can make it as a 5 seconds. If I want to make it as a 3 seconds, I can make it as a 3 seconds. If I want to make it as a 10 seconds, I can make it as a 10 seconds. So the user can configuration, based on the user requirement, the user may be configured based on the time, and the remaining time he can ignore. So a Fluent wait is always a smart way to, I can say that it is a smart way to wait for the particular element. So here also we can use the condition. So here I have created the object as a wait. So I want to wait on this particular web element, any web element. Wait until the expected conditions to be clickable by that element. So until I want to click on that particular element, I have to wait on that particular element. So I can use this wait element to click and wait until that element should be load. Suppose some footer elements I want to load, some elements which I want to see. I can use the expected conditions like I can use some conditions like wait until expected condition. So I can use expected condition until the alert is present or alert is visible. Whatever the conditions you want to use, you can use on that one. So we can use another weights also here, implicit weight. Previously have used implicit weight for load. So here I can use driver dot manage dot time units page to load. So page to line, particular duration I can load it. Duration 10 seconds, I want to wait duration more than 10 seconds. Duration 10 seconds. Whatever the duration you want to wait, you can wait for until the page load also. So this you can use it, waits also. you can specific script weight also. So these all are the weights. You can use it in where which weight you want to require. So in the latest versions, we can use driver dot weight time units, set script out. So whenever the script is executing, I want to wait some 100 seconds all my scripts to be executed. So I can wait 100 seconds or 10 seconds. So scripts means it will take more time. So I can wait for my scripts to load. I can use seconds. Timeout duration. So it's in seconds. Want to use the time units in seconds. So this one we can use. Basically, we have seen the thread of sleep also. So what is the main difference between the implicit weight and explicit weight? In interviews also they are going to be asking what is the difference between the implicit weight and explicit weight. So implicit weight is going to be applied for all the web elements. So it will uh, apply for all the web elements. In the uh, script, I can say that in my test scripts or in my web page elements, how many elements I have used. I have used here 4 elements. So if we have used 10 elements, it will wait for all the 10 elements. So what explicit wait will do? So explicit wait, what it will do? It is applicable. It is going to be applied for only specific elements as uh, as your requirement. Here I can use the conditions. So conditional based I am going to be using. So no need to specify here in the implicit weight, no need to specify the expected condition. So conditional based here we are not going to be handling. Here we are going to be handling by the conditional based. And most effective when we are using the test cases which the element locator having the time frequency. We don't know how much time it is going, which for which element I need to wait, for which element I don't want to wait. I'm little confusion. So at that time I can use implicit wait. And explicit wait is going to be used whenever some application is uh, taking more time to load. For example, performance, sometimes due to the performance issues, sometimes it is taking long time to um, load. At that purposes we can use this one. And also based on the condition, so where when we want to verify properly on the particular element, after clicking only that element is visible, so at that time I can use this explicitly weighted. Now wait to check whether that element is available. So mainly we are going to be using implicit wait and explicit wait, and we can work with this implicit wait and explicit in our uh, project wherever we it is required. So in the in the explicit weight we having two types of weight. In the implicit weight we having three types of the weight. Implicit weight, page load wait time, and set script weight. Sorry, set script weight. Okay, set a script weight. So we having three types of weights in the implicit also, but mostly we are going to be using implicit weight for the particular element. So it is going to be weighting. So uh, it is going to be waiting for that element. Suppose in any element I want to dynamically wait for that particular element, I can use this weights. Suppose if I want to use page elements to be loaded, at that time I can use it. So script based, when we are going to be it is a synchronization. So asynchronization to finish loading on the specified number of seconds. So basically, this one we are going to be using with the JavaScript executor. Some alert I want to make it as a present, at that time I can use this one. Okay, this is all about the weights in the Selenium. So thread.wait is a Java weight which is going to be uh, weight based on it is going to be used whenever after the command, after the whenever we are giving the weight, at that time only it is going to be executed. And Fluent weight having the syntax. So this is the syntax which we are going to be using, the Fluent weight. So based on that syntax we are going to be working. So if you want to give, once you have declared the weight, so you can give click on that element. So once the element is clickable, you are saying that it is present. If the element is not uh, clicking in the specific time, you are making it as a fail. So you can based on your requirement, you can able to use this one. And here we have used some assertions also. So here also we can use some assertions also wherever you required. So what type of assertions we have seen till now? We have seen assert equals to true, assert equals to false. We have seen that one. So here also we can make some assertions as per our requirement until that element is presented. I want to see until that element is presented or not. Um, I want to see that thing. So you can use that assertions also as per your requirement. So here assert after that element is clickable. So I want to assert that one after that element is clickable. So I can give the condition for this implicit weight. I want to validate it is clicked or not. So I can validate that one. So you can use whatever the requirement, whatever the conditions you want, you can use that one. So this is all about the exceptions handling. Handling the time issues by using the synchronizations weights.